Shut up, you. That's an ad. You be quiet. Okay. No, I don't want to sign into YouTube. Fuck off. Okay, that's that one. And that comes off of there. Then we come to this one. For those of you, and it's fortuitous that I happen to be wearing a tank top because I can actually show you. But for those of you who don't know what that tattoo is, it's this guy's face mask from one of the comic book covers. It's a bit messed up. It needs to be touched, but yeah. Apparently the new Batman movie, or the planned Batman movies, I believe they're called Nightfall. Let me just scroll down here. Batman Nightfall Part 1, 2, and 3. It's supposed to be an animated trilogy. I really hope it's a return to form for DC Animated. But this is my single favorite comic book character. That's Azrael. Not the... it's the original Azrael, the Jean-Paul Valley Azrael. Evil says, going into a meeting, back soon. Okay. Don't fling the table over. Yeah, so the only thing I had to say about it was please don't suck, 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 because I absolutely hated Azrael in every single visual portrayal other than the comics that they've done him in so far. And even in the comics, when they started retconning things, and it's just terrible. This is the classic costume. Like, this looks so good to me. The funny thing with this symbol on his mask is that it keeps changing. No two artists ever really drew them the same, so I'm going to guess in this film it's probably, made one way and left that way, so yeah. But, oh, okay, I did have the trailer down here as well. But we'll watch this trailer really quick, and we'll see what we think.
A complete AI...
There we go. And yes, I do use Kino Check as the trailer
Gotham
source.
City needs Batman.
Batman, you haven't slept since Arkham exploded 2 days ago. Maybe we should ask John Paul for help. His training is coming along.
We're all that's...
Now, I do need to point something out here, and I did discover it in looking through some of the synopses of this new movie series. They aren't really, and I'm not shocked they aren't really leaning into the religious aspect of Azrael, which it's kind of unfortunate because that takes a lot away from the character. But, yeah, I suspect he's going to be, well, I know for a fact, because I know what the Nightfall series was, that he's going to be integral to the films. The reason I like him is because he is very much a redemptive character with spiritual doubt is one of the hallmarks of Azrael in the comics. And, yeah, spiritual doubt and redemption, not even through faith, through action. And I like those elements. That's something that has always appealed to me. So, hopefully, it doesn't suck.
Stands between those inmates and the fall of Gotham.
I have to say, I do like the art style.
They say you are the greatest detective.
Kind of disappointed Bane doesn't have a slightly Hispanic accent. And I really hope they play him as the intellectual that really Tom Hardy should have played him as.
And yet you did not see this coming. I intend to break you. Then give it your best shot. Let chaos reign in Gotham.
We have to help Batman.
Suit up.
Well, that's a gritty new look for the dark.
I do like the fact that they use the Joker for meta-commentary, because if you don't remember, or you're not old enough to remember the Asbats, at one point, Bane did break Batman in the comics. Broke his back, actually, same as was portrayed in The Dark Knight Rises. And Bruce did go into therapy, hiding, for a while. During that time, of course, Azrael took over as Batman, became much darker, much more violent, very 90s. Yeah. But one of the things that I both loved and hated is that he altered the Batman suit into essentially what amounts to a half Iron Man suit. I don't know if they show the whole body shot here, but yeah, this gritty new look for the Dark Knight. Loads of people absolutely hated the Asbats concept. I kind of like the costume, but I prefer his original costume, and it's extremely difficult to find anything that does show his original costume. Yes, I know I just said that Azrael is my favorite comic book character of all time, and he is. Aquaman's a close second.
Dark Knight?
Something else is going on out there.
And this is Azrael's original costume. Now, in the comic book, the first event, The Sword of Azrael, which, if you haven't read it, it's great. Go and look at it, if you can find it. I had the entire series. It was a mini-series, I think 4 parts. And you can get it as a trade paperback as well. But this technological gauntlet, armored upper body, that's essentially the same concept that gets carried over to the new Batman costume. But, and one thing that's missing here, this should be what amounts to a saint's medallion here. The Order of Saint Dumas. But they're keeping the name, but not really the Christian side. Not shocking, of course. Look at Modern Era, after all. But, I mean, that just looks almost absolutely page perfect. The flaming gauntlets and all. So, yeah, I'm very excited about this. I'm willing to strangle my inner doubter to say, fuck it, I'm going to watch this. As soon as I can.
Come get some!
There we go. We kind of have a look at the costume. I noticed there... Oh no, okay, I think it does have the blades on the calves. But this is Jean-Paul in the costume after he's turned out to be an inappropriate substitute for Batman, let's say. And then, of course, there's Dick Grayson, who probably should have put on the Batsuit. Most fans were very much up in arms, like, why isn't Grayson in the Batsuit? Why did you bring this Johnny-come-lately in?
The guilty must pay.
There we go. There's a better shot. Yeah. And I mean, that looks fucking amazing. But it's not Batman, and it's not Azrael. That's why this particular look is called Asbats. And yes, this is the most 90s character you will ever fucking encounter. I do like that it ends with the line, "The guilty must pay," though. That speaks to my inner sensibilities. When is this due out? Coming soon, it says. Yeah. Okay, we'll skip away from that then. And when is Batman Nightfall releasing? No, that's not what I'm looking for. When is Batman Nightfall? Oh, I put an extra G in there. Batman Nightfall Part 1, September 8th. So, month after next. Okay. But if you would like to support me, you can absolutely support me by going over to the Ko-Fi, flinging me a few bucks. If you do that on a monthly basis, I'll put your name in the ticker alongside Zenrab7, Simon JJ. You can also support me by subscribing on Rumble, though that takes a significantly higher cut. You can send Rumble rants. You can send me messages on Ko-Fi. If you want to support me without spending any money, you can like, share, chat, follow, subscribe. Like, share, follow, comment, chat, subscribe, or follow, depending on platform. There we go. I did get it out eventually.